I'm Jenny, I'm your Medtronic rep. My phone number is on the back of the machine, so feel free to call me if you have any additional questions. So when you're doing a Nim Vital case, make sure to just tap it one time. The power button is on the front. It should start booting up. Couple quick things I want to mention about updates that are different with the Nim Vital versus the older Nims 3.0. The patient interface box is now can be used wirelessly. This is your kind of the brains of your procedure, where all of your all your electrodes and your probe get plugged into all your leads. So just be careful with this. And then once you're done with the procedure, make sure it gets redocked so it's charging. Don't leave it on the side of the bed. Just a little quick pro tip. Okay, so we turned it on, and this is our main screen. We are going to select, this is what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and select thyroid delcetin. Go ahead and tap the procedure, and then the next step is we are going to connect our patient interface box. As soon as you lift it out of the dock, it should turn green. This should happen pretty quickly, and that tells you that you're okay to go on and start connecting your leads. You can go ahead and clamp it onto the bed and start working from there. But do not go on to the next step until you have a green square around your PI box. So if you do, you're gonna have to go back, either restart it or make sure that it connects before you start plugging stuff in. Okay, so if you get this green box, we're gonna go on to the next step. And this is gonna tell us where all of your electrodes and leads get plugged into. So for your thyroid, you'll have your Trivantage tube, which has your red and blue leads that get connected onto your stimulus or onto your Vocalis 1 and 2 right here. It's all color coded, and for the sake of time, I will just go through this quickly. You should also have your ground and your stem leads that connect onto the green and I guess white and red ports right here on the patient interface box. So once those are all plugged in, you should see all of these light up green, which tells you that they're all being received and connected, and then you'll be able to then go on to the next step. If at any point you've waited a while and none of these, either one or all of them are not plugged in, you can always click the show details, and it should show you kind of what might need adjusting. Sometimes the Trivantage tube just needs to be adjusted, and then that should pick up. But not to get the leads, that's just something that you can see if you want more information. But those should light up green. You're on to the next step, and that should get you into your stimulating screen. It defaults to a setting of 1 milliampules and a threshold of 100. That should not need much adjusting unless surgeon specifies turning up or down stim, which is all touchscreen, or there's a knob next to the settings to make those adjustments. Volume is down here, that can go up or down. One other thing I pointed out in the in-service is that we have a surgeon-controlled nerve stimulating probe, which gives the surgeon the ability to, on the probe, turn up volume, turn down volume, control, increase or decrease stim or threshold on arrows on the stim, so it prevents the nurses having to get up and kind of make those adjustments every time. I'm going to pause there and tell you this is pretty much everything you're going to have to do. One other thing I'll tell you, the wireless, the muting probe for your monopolar, you're familiar with this, which you plug into the side port here, and you wrap your monopolar cord on around the clamp before you plug it into the cautery machine. I'm going to encourage you guys to try this wirelessly, and we're going to leave this in the drawer. The Nim Vital has built-in software that mutes any monopolar cauterizing like in real time. So as long as you have nothing plugged into where that cord goes, the software is going to automatically kick in when you're using monopolar. So it'll even say, it'll give you a warning, okay, muting, like monopolar muting kicked in, or something where you can see that you're not stimulating because your muting is working, and then once it's done, it'll go back to your stimulation. So yeah, so your patient interface box and your muting probe are now wireless, but they have the option to be wired if you would prefer that. So I will pause there.